that area is clear. So let me retake the formula again so we can have it in the recording. So the first explanation we are going to first class we did here is to we want Excel to return. My screen is not showing again. Okay, I will check. Okay. What about now?
Coming up.
Hello? Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, it's up now. Yes.
Okay. Now, like I said, the first thing we're going to see here is we want Excel to return either sack or retain so that we know which of the staff will go or which one will be retained. And the criteria is the error level must be more than 2. Whoever has more than two errors will start. So I'm going to start with if function equals to if, open the bracket. What we want to test here is error level. The error level greater than 2, comma, what do you want? In double quote, you write sack in double quote. Whatever you are typing text in your formula, please always put it in double quote. Anytime you are typing, once it is text in your formula, it should be in double quote. So then we want to see retain. On the just type retain here, retain, double quote, then close the bracket. So with this, you can know who will be sacked and who will be retained. That is how this works. And sometimes, let's look at another example again. This time around, we are looking for who to give bonus to. Another example now, example 2. We want to give bonus, and the bonus will be based on the department. So for people in sales department, they will get 10% bonus. 10% bonus. That is it. What do we do? How do we achieve this? We come back to the cell where we want to return it. That's okay. Equals to if. This time around, which column are we working with? We are working with our department column. That's okay. If this equals to, we can there are two ways. We can pick a cell or we can type it out. If we pick a cell, it means we must lock that cell. If this equals to this, comma, what do you want? We want to have 10% bonus. I can just pick this, 10%. Otherwise, double quote. I just put double quote twice. It means empty. The place should be empty. Whenever you see double quote in Excel, it means that cell should be empty. Let's read the formula again. If this is equals to this, if this cell equals to what we have in this cell, and I lock that cell, that is the absolute reference that we did yesterday. If this equals to this, what do you want to return? You want to return 10% in this. I want to see 10% in this. If we have to lock this 10% also, because when we drag it down, it will change. You press F4 to lock that also. To lock this. Click on it and I press F4. So otherwise, nothing. Let's hit enter. You can see 10%, 10%. So only 3 people will get 10%. So that is the logical, that's how logical function works. That is it. Now, sometimes we have more than one criteria. We have more than one criteria that we want to test. when we have more than one criteria, then we introduce what is called and or. We have and or to to check for multiple criteria. For example, we want Excel to confirm if somebody score more than 50, that is more than 50 and above in all subjects. In all subjects. It means the person must score 50 here, 50 here, 50 here, and above. If somebody scored that, Excel should return true. And that is what AND does. The AND will confirm all of them and check if they are true. So how do we do that in Excel? That equals to AND. Open the bracket and you pick the first one. This cell, mathematics greater than or equals to 50, comma. That is the first logical function, the first logical test, rather. The second test is fix it greater than or equals to 50 also, comma. That's number two. The third one, this chemistry greater than or equals to 50 also. Those are three criteria that we have. Then we'll close the bracket. Enter. False. Why? Because this is less than 50. That's why we have false. So it means that when you are using and, it means all the criteria must be met before you can get through. If one is missing, then you're going to get false. Once again, equals to and since you want 50 and above, so that's why I use greater than and equals to together. You can say and, then open the bracket. The first test is this greater than or equals to 50, comma. This is greater than or equals to 50, comma. That's number two. The third one again, this is greater than or equals to 50. Then close the bracket. Enter. Pause. If you drag this down, let's see what we get. Can we try your own now, everybody? In like 1 minute. And equals to test the first one, comma, second one, comma, third one. These are the three tests we are doing. So you can see that we have true here because all are above 50. Here we have true. All are above 50. We only have two true. Every other one are false. 2 minutes to do that. So we jump to the next one called all. That is the formula there. We use equals to and, then C14 greater than 50, D14 greater than 50, E14 greater than 50. 1 minute to move to all function. All. Great. So exactly what happened above when we were working with and. The same thing, we're going to use the same method to get all. The only difference here is that we only want the person to meet any of the criteria. That is either mathematics, at least if you score at least 50 in any of the subjects, that is when you use or this or this or this. If you get 50 in any of this, if you get 50 in any of them, then you will get through. That's just the difference. If you just get 50 in any of them, equals to or function. The logical test is this greater than or equals to 50, comma. This is greater than or equals to 50, comma. And third one is greater than or equals to 50. Then we'll close the bracket. Enter. We have true because at least it got 2 above 50. And let's copy this down. You can see we have 4, we have 1 false here. Why? Because everything is less than 50. But if you still have 1, because we use what? Or function. Remember, we start our function with or. That is just what we want to learn here. We will not put or in the middle. This or this or this. No. Or we start the equation. We now use to separate the logical test by a comma. We put comma in between the logical test. That is how to write the logical test for or. So just exactly the same way we did and. Now let's look at this example here. Hello.
Hello, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I
Go
just
ahead.
want to. I'm looking at this situation now. So for and or, we are only going to get true or false.
Yes, that's the only
Okay,
thing we get from them.
that's the only thing we are going to get true or false.
Yeah,
And
true or false.
for the last one that we did, that we are having, we want to give a bonus of 10%.
Yeah.
Is it possible for us to finish the formula to give us exactly what the 10% they are going to get of what in
Yes,
that same formula
it is.
by
It is
putting the
possible. Yeah.
10% of that
Yeah.
sales? Okay.
Okay. Let me quickly do that.
Yeah.
You can see where we have. Let me delete this. If it is true, what do you want? You want to get 10%
10%.
multi in F4, or and if you like, you can also type it. That is 10%. Oh, sorry. Contribute. If it's we have 10% multiplied by the value here. That is 10% of the sales they make. I get it,
Yes.
comma, comma. Otherwise, what do you want? Nothing. Double
Yeah.
quote twice.
Nothing.
Then you close the bracket. So you go to calculate it and return the value.
Okay.
So it works that way. Now,
All
we
right.
want to give additional bonus. We want to give bonus to people now this time around based on 2 criteria or one of the criteria. If the year in service, the year in service greater than 4, or the number of projects executed, projects greater than 10, you will get what? 10%. 10%. That is another criteria now. One, we want to use all now. And the criteria is the person must either have spent more than 4 years in service. Please, can you mute this stuff one? You are using two this thing, so it's making your system to echo. Okay, so let's quickly try that and see how it works out. The first thing is let's first try the or part of the formula. Or this is greater than 4, comma, project greater than 10, close the bracket. This is our logical test. This is our logical test. At least this guy met the 2 criteria. That is the logical test we want to test here. This one does not meet any of the criteria. You will not get anything. Now, how do we now incorporate this true or false into our if formula? Just come here and type if, then open the bracket. This is the logical test already. Just put comma at the end. That is it. This is the value that is going to return either true or false. Everything here is a logical test. From or to the end, logical test. If it is true now, you can now start doing anything you want to do. You can say, okay, if you want to do that, you get 10%, therefore multiply by the amount here, comma. If it is false, let it get, if it is false, if we can give it 0%, 5% or so. Let's make it empty. If it is false, make it not eligible. Double quote, not eligible. Double quote. Close the bracket, enter. So you can see those who are eligible and those who are not. Those are two criteria. One must be met. Once you meet any of the criteria, you are good to go. If you meet any of the criteria, that is what or does. So you can see that or does not work alone. They work with that if function. Like I said, if is the main actor in under logical test. If is the main actor under this circumstance.
So to be clear, the point is once we are using we are asking it to do more than what we are giving it more than one command. If has to
Yeah.
be there because I realized that before when we're just it was just one command we were giving to the to our data. We did not use if. But if we are
Yes.
using more than one command, that means we have to use if.
Yes. When we have more than one criteria, we use or and. When we have more than one criteria, we use either or and to test that criteria. That is why I first introduced us to and or before we started introducing them into if function. Is that clear? Let's try the
Yes, it
second
is.
one. Let's try the second one. The second one that is related to that. The same. I'm going to repeat the same thing here. I use control
Hello,
tab.
sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, the first one we did now, the if or, is for the
This
project.
okay.
It's for the project that we are giving 10%.
No, for the staff here. For the staff, the criteria is if the year in service for if this staff has spent more than 4 years in service, or or he has completed more than 10 projects, you will get the bonus. So those are two things we
Okay,
are testing. Either he has spent whoever has spent more than 4 years will get the bonus, or whoever has completed more than 10 projects. That will put
and
year
10
greater than
projects.
4 and project greater than 10.
Okay,
Exactly.
all right.
Can you can you try it out before we move to AND? I will not allow you to practice AND with me, but let's try this. Since they are the same thing, they work the same way. So practice one and then you do the other one after the class. Practice the if function, if or. I want you to do it now. If if this happens or let's try it out. If it is greater than if the year greater than 4. Oh, I even put 5 there. Sorry, I put 5 there in the formula. It should be 4. What we have is 4. The instruction is 4. Greater than 4. Copy it down. Okay, you get the same result. This is 4. If the year in service is greater than 4, or the person has completed more than 10 projects, you get bonus. You get bonus. Why all of them now have this kind of thing? I'm going to change this one to 10 years. The project to 11. I see that it works. I see that all of them is okay. Okay. I think this one even display, no. The one, let me move this one 11 so that we can have something as a reference. Here, one of these, we met one of the criteria. And he has this. Over that one is like they are meeting all the criteria. So I'll make this one 11. Last one. Did you get it? And I'm Debbie. Did you get it? Is it clear? Now, we are going to test the other one now, which is and. By this time around, it means the person must have spent what? More than 4 years and must have completed what do you call it? More than 10 projects. Must have done the two. The person must have met the two criteria before you can get this bonus time around. So what do we do? Just say E, open the bracket. Logical test will follow. And our logical test is just what? And open the bracket. This is greater than 4, comma, and this is greater than 10. Close the bracket. Hit enter. Oh, sorry, enter for where? So if this happens, this is just our criteria, comma. These two is just our criteria. Greater year greater than 4 and project greater than 10. That is it. So then we put comma. After comma, what follows? If it is true, value, if it is true, what is that? You just put what? Double quote 10%. Double quote. Can you see? Because I want 10% to show as a text, I put in double quote. If I want to use as a formula, I will not put double quote again. Are you getting me now? So the reason I put double quote so as to learn something there again. And otherwise, you just make it double quote twice. That is empty. Hit enter. You see, we have 10%, and we have it like this 10%. These are the people who are eligible for our 10% this time around. And see, this is why I changed it earlier. Because it's like everybody met the two criteria before. But you can see that this guy is losing out because it only met one criteria. So, and all these guys also, they did not meet the two criteria. That is how and if or works. Then, the third one we're going to look at is of two types. We have nested if and we have ifs. Both of them do the same thing. In the old Excel up to 2016, we don't have ifs. We are used to nested if. So if you are using anything less than 2016 and below, you cannot use ifs. I think 2016 does not have it. 2019 and above, you can use ifs now. But let's start with nested if before we come to what? Ifs. What is nested if and what does it do? What do we do with nested if? With nested if, what we do is that when you have any kind of a graduated list, you have a list that grows, you have a graduated list, we use what is called nested if. I will explain that. What do I mean by graduated list? We say if we have 1 to 100, 1 to 100, and we say whoever has age between 1 to 18, we call them teenager. You know, we are still working on we are still on the same number, but that's okay. Whoever has age between 19 and 30, we call them young adults. Between 30 and 50, we call them adults. I get it, mean. This is called what? Graduated list. Because okay, when somebody score so whoever score between 0 and 40, poor. Between 40 and 50, fair. Between 50 and 70, good. 70 to 90, better. Or very good. And 90 and above, excellent. That is example. Those are example of what? Graduated list. Is that clear? That's what I mean by graduated list. Now, in this our example here, we want to rate all these stuff based on the error level. Whoever has zero error, we are going to give them excellent. Let's use excellent for zero error. Excellent. Excellent. For 1 to 2 errors, 1 to 2 errors, say that is 1 to 2 errors, we use good or very good. Very good. Then we say whoever score 3, whoever has 3 errors, average, and 4 and above, 4 to 5 error, anything more than 4 errors, we will say poor. So we want to group this. We want to group all the stuff by this column only. This is when we use what? Nested if. We have 4 grades here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are saying if it is this, do this. Then if it is this, do this. If it is this, do this. We are giving 3 instructions. We are going to write 3 if in this formula. Then if it doesn't meet all of these, then it's going to get 4. That is it. This is value if false. If you like, you can start from here also. You can start from bottom downward. You can start from top, bottom. Either of them will work for you. It's just a way, just know how to use it. Now let's start from the top to bottom. From 0. Starting from 0. If the year in service, if the error level equals to 0, if it is equal to 0, comma, what do you want to return? Excellent. Double quote. Excellent. That is it. Double quote. Comma. The next thing now is, instead of writing if false, you start another if function. That is called nested if. We are putting if inside if. Instead of going to the next if it is false, no, you start the if again. If this error again, if it is less than 3. If it is less than 3, that is 1 and 2, right? Comma. What do you want to return? Very good. Double quote, very good, double quote. We start, comma, we put another comma, but we will not write value if false. We start another if again. Because if this number is less than 4, that is 3. Anything less than 4 is 3, or we can write equals to 3. If this equals to 3, comma, we want to have average, double quote again. Now we are done with all our if. The 3 ifs are completed now. Now we can now go to if false. If it is false, what do you want? 4. If all these 3, if it is not equal to 0, not less than 3, and not equal to 3, what do you want? You want to write 4. Then, since we have 3 ifs, we just use 3 closing brackets. I want to put 3 brackets at the back because we have 3 if. We have opened this, we have to close it. We open the second one, we have to close it. We open the third one, we have to close it. If enter, you can see this guy has very good 2, which is very good. Let's check it around and see what we get from here downward. So you can see poor, 4 errors, poor. Excellent, nobody with excellent. Okay, we have excellent 0, excellent 0. That is how nested if work. Let me do it once again. When you want to write nested if, make sure you arrange your number in a graduated format from 0 to 100. It can be any range. If this is this, but if this is this, you are still talking of the same column, not 2 columns this time around. You can say, okay, if somebody from sales department is getting this, if this is HR, get this. If this is IT, get this. If it is marketing, get this. So you're already putting all the formulas together. That is nested if. You are talking to the same cell. You are saying you are telling Excel that this cell, whatever you find this cell, if you find sales here, do this for him, 10%. If it is HR, 12%. If it is marketing, 15%. If it is IT, this percent. If it is that, 0%. That is what nested if does. Now let's do it again now. We are going to use this column with error message, the number of errors committed. Okay, equals to if. Let's start from the bottom top now. If the error is less than 4, sorry, if the error is greater than 4, if the error is greater than or equals to 4, let's start from here. And that is 4 and 5, comma, what do you want to have? 4, double quote, comma. Now, you will not go to value if first before you start another if again. And the second if now. But if this is greater than or equals to 4, but if it is less than 4, if it is equals to 3, if this equals to 3 or less than 4, anyone you like, comma, I want to return average, double quote, comma. And the third if functional is if it is, now we have 1 and 2, right? If it is greater than 0, or if it is greater than or equals to 1, and whichever English you can use, no problem. Just ensure it's not confusing yourself. You don't confuse yourself or confuse the system. If this cell, we're still talking about this same cell, Again, the same cell, sorry, open the bracket. If this cell is we're talking of 1 and 2, right? Is less than 3. Less than 3. We want to return what? Oh, less than 3 we include 0. So that means we have to include 1. That's okay. If it is greater than or equals to 1, comma, what do you want there? You want very good. Very good, comma. Otherwise, if it is not poor, not average, not very good, what do you want? The next thing now is to do what? Write excellent. Close the bracket. 3 times. We have 3 if, we have 3 brackets. You can see that we got the same result. Very good, excellent, very good, excellent. And 1 is very good, and 4 is poor. 4 is poor. That is how nested if work. Similar to that, we have ifs. Ifs. Like I said, this is new. I'm putting this in the chat box. That, so the next one is ifs. Ifs function works. Ifs function also work like nested if, but you will not write the if multiple times. That is different. You just write one single if. Ifs, let's see its own syntax. Can you see? Logic is asking for logical test 1 if it is true. That it doesn't have if false. That's different here. This one does not have if it is false. We have to write all the 4 logical tests. That's just the difference between this and this. Now let's start from the first one. Error message is equals to 0, comma. If it is that, excellent. Double quote, comma. That is it. We are done. Logical test 1, value if it is true. What is test 2? If this thing is less than or equals to 2, I think that is between 0 and 2, right? But that is logical test 2, comma. If it is true, what do you want? Double quote, very good. Double quote. That is the value if it is true. The logical test 3 is that if this equals to 3, comma, what should be the what should be the value if it is true? If this our logical test is true, double quote, average, double quote, comma again. Then the last one is if it is greater than 3 or 4 and above. If this is greater than or equals to 4, comma, what do you want? Double quote, 4, double quote, then close the bracket. One bracket, hit enter. I see that we're going to get the same result. That is how to use if, nested if, and ifs. If and, if or, and so on and so forth. I think we are clear with this. Before we move, so we can move to the next. We have more other things to learn today. I think we can go through the recording for the if function. I think for now, that is what we have done with if. Any question on that before we move to the sorting part? I think sorting is not, we don't have much issue with sorting. We only have just to update and then Are we good to move? Now the chat box. We move.
Yes, we are good. We are good to know.
Okay, thank you very much. So when we talk about sorting in Excel or sorting generally, we are sorting something. We want to group them. Sorting means like you are regrouping. You are grouping based on certain criteria. You want to sort the bad and the good from maybe you are selling something. You want to sort them into the or you want to sort into different categories. Footwear, um, footwear, cardigan. These you are sorting the product. That is what sorting is all about. So in Excel also we sort data. We sort our data. How do we sort our data in Excel? How do we sort our data? The easiest way to sort is just right click and click on sort. When you right click, you see sort option here. Sort A to Z. I've sorted the column with name automatically. And you can see that we have Ashley and we have followed by what? I think Betsy, then followed by which other one? Then so it will sort it A to Z automatically. You can see it takes just a second to do the sorting. Instead of me wasting my time finding them one by one, just right click and sort. That is it. And to get sorting function, you can get sorting or sort function under two tabs. On the home tab, towards the extreme right, we have sort and filter. Also, under data tab, we also have the same thing. We have sort and filter. We have them as a whole. They have their own family house there. While here, then they are just living along with other people here. But here, they have their own house. Sort and filter have their own home here. It's okay. So that is just a way by which you can sort. You can sort by date. I want you to notice Excel smartness. When I want to sort this, it shows me what? A to Z. If I come to date, it will show me something different from oldest to newest. Date has to do with old and new, age. Can you see? I can sort by what? Oldest to newest or from newest to oldest. Let's sort based on the oldest to newest. You can see from 2004 to what? To 2006. That is it. And if I want to sort based on number, if I go to a number page or number column and right click, I'm going to get another thing different from smallest to largest. Fine. That is it. This is smallest number minus result minus amount up to what? The highest amount, which is 287.80. In a second, you can see that very fast and very good. That's how to do sorting. Now, let's move a bit further on sorting. I think we are good with that sorting. We are good with that basic sorting, right?
Yes, we are. We are good with it.
Good with that. We can also sort with other criteria, not only with just A to Z. We can sort based on color. We can sort based on what? Color. So you can right click and sort. You can see it said put cell color on top. This cell color I want to use because I click on this cell before I sort. I can just put this cell color on top. Everything that has this color will come on top. Then I can come and use this if I want to use it. I want to put this one, put this font color, cell color. There are difference between cell color and font color. If you come to this place, this is cell color. This is font color. This black is font color. I can change the font color on the home tab. This is font color. This is cell color. Font here. I can change this to red. This is font color. If I want to put it at the top, I can say, okay, put this font color on top. So the font color will come up. Anything that has to do with what? With this color will come up. That is font color. And you can also sort based on icon. Yesterday, you remember we learned conditional formatting, where we introduce icon, color bar, color scale, and so on. You can also sort based on this icon. Right click and say, okay, we want to sort based on what? This icon, the formatting icon on top. This one will come on top. Have you see? If I want this green to come, the blue to come on top, I can also do the same thing. Sort based on what? Put this icon on top. Now, what about if you want to do multiple layer sorting? We want to group them. We want this to come. Let's look at this icon. We want this green to come, followed by this yellow, and followed by red. What do? We will not be sorting one by one. What do? We use custom sorting dialog box. Right click, and under the sorting we have custom sort. Currently, we are sorting based on this on top. Can you see? We are sorting the stock column. It has icon in this order. Put this on top. We can add the second layer. That's okay. We want to sort again. We want to sort this. We have to do column here, year and stock. They sort the stock based on what? Based on conditional formatting. We have for Z value, cell color, font color. We want to use conditional formatting, and we want this sign to follow. And I think we only have 3 colors, so the other one should follow again. Just click OK, and it will sort it for you. You can see we have blue first, followed by yellow, or green first, followed by yellow, followed by red. That is how it works. You can also do the same thing here. You can put yellow first, followed by red, followed by green. Right click here, or you go to Home tab, whichever one you like. Sort and filter, custom sort. We have it here. We are sorting. We want to sort the column where we have the name by what? By cell color. It will bring the color column immediately for you. These are the 5 colors we have in that cell. We want green to come first on top, or we want the green at the bottom. Add level. Followed by what? We want, based on the name again, we want the yellow color, cell color rather. We want the yellow to follow. So we have 2 green. Let the other green, lighter green, follows it. At the bottom also. On bottom again. Then we have another layer. We have name again. We have cell color. And the color this time around, we're going to use follow by blue or yellow. They add another one again. Then we want you to follow. We are arranging them. We want you to follow the cell value or cell color by blue. So the red should be on bottom, and the last one should be red. Okay. Okay, we need to sort the red. This is what we have there. Let's go down here. Green, yellow, red. So that is that. We can also sort based on multiple columns. Let's come back here. We want to sort based on the name first. We want to sort the name of the sales people, followed by the product they sold. Then we want to arrange everything with date. First thing by name, then by product. We want to see the product arranged per each of the staff. Then we want Excel to arrange them by date. 3 different columns this time around. We want to sort by what? 3 different columns. What do? You go back here and you bring out your custom sorting dialog box. We want to sort the name first based on cell value A to Z. Then we'll add another layer. And all this layer you can delete. Any layer you don't need, you can delete it. And you can copy a layer on that level. We also have the option here where you can, okay, we are coming back here to show you this. So we are going to start another column now. Then we want to sort them after the name, sort by product. Then after that again, I want you to sort by the date. And let's click OK and see what we have. You can see Ashley has been sorted. After Ashley, it has sorted all Ashley products by what? Product. We are still under Ashley. You can see eyeliner, foundation, lip gloss, mascara, lipstick. Can you see? It has sorted everything still under what? Ashley. The first layer is Ashley, followed by what? Product, and followed by date. Let's look at the date. See the way the date also arranged. 15, 26, 10. Can you see? Arranged well. After the eyeliner, then it will also arrange foundation also. You can see the sequence at which they made sales. That is how to sort multiple columns. So which means we are sorting one after the other. We build one upon another and build one upon another. That is how to do sorting multiple columns. Are we good with that? Now we move to custom list. The last one we hear is custom list. I'm with you. Are we good? Okay, great. So when we talk about custom list, this is when you want to customize your list. You don't want A to Z. You don't want Z to A. For example, you are sorting year, month of a year, and you right click here to sort month name. Can you see? If you sort like this, you get April, August, December, ABCD. And if you change it to Z to A, you are getting the same, you are getting another thing worse than that. Then what's the way forward for something like this? What is the way forward for this? How do we sort when we are in this kind of situation? How do we sort? We use what is called custom list. Where can we get custom list? Go back to your custom sort and we are sorting the month. Here, when you click on A to Z or Z to A, we have the third option they call custom list. This is where you select the list you want to use. Jan, February, March, April. If you don't have the list, you can delete the list like this. You can delete. If you don't have the list, you can type the list yourself. You can type the list. You can type the list if you don't have it yourself. Let me remove all this things I have already. So just pick this one because this styling. If you pick this, it will not work because these names are not written in full. Click OK. Okay, it will not work. Can you see? But if you go back and use the Jan, Feb, Mar, and everything, if you don't have it, you can. If you don't have it, you can type it. That doesn't go back to custom list and pick this. Hit OK and hit OK. It will work now. January, February, March, April, May, up to December. So the same thing with custom list here. Let's say we want to sort this name by what? By the order, by this order. We want to sort them by what? West, East, South, and Midwest. I can just come here and click on custom sorting. Then select custom list. Oh, let me clear all this one. And this time around, let me start and something fresh. We want to sort the region column, location. We're going to use custom list, but we don't have the list here. But we have the list somewhere here. West. Click on new list and type west. You can put comma and can go to the next row and put comma our next row. East. So the west is a small letter. West, comma, east, comma, south, comma, and the midway. Hat. When you hat, it will show on your list and you click OK. Then OK. It will sort based on your own instruction, not based on Excel A to Z or Z to P. But it's going to sort based on your own definition now. Your own definition of sorting will be applied. That is all about sorting for now. Okay, I said I want to show us something about the other one. That is, let me quickly pick something here. Let me just pick some text here, Control C, and paste them across there. Let me paste them across. Paste across. So sometimes we want to sort. Can we sort across row? You have been sorting across column all this while. Let's sort across row. How do we do that? You come back to your sorting option here, and you check this. This place you say, okay, sort left to right. If you want to be case sensitive, you make it case sensitive. If you don't want that, just sort left to right and hit okay. You want to sort it, want to sort this value A to Z. Sorry. I think I've selected left to right, hit okay. There's nothing there. Okay, we only have one row now. So 0, hit okay. We have all sorts of criteria must have a column or row specified. Let me check what is happening here. We only have one row. Yeah. We only have one row. Let me do it again. Start. And we don't have header. We have left to right and hit okay. All sort criteria must have a column or row specified. Check the selected sort column. Okay. Okay. Let me select row 1 there and see. No. What's wrong with it? Okay. Maybe you want to pick row 1. I don't have. No. So is it sorted? No. It's not sorted. Let me select the entire column, the entire row there. I selected the row. Go back to sorting, custom sorting, and we are pick left to right. It's okay. A to Z. Okay. Now well sorted now. So that is how to sort across row. When we want to sort across row, we check that option called sorting across row. There is a family friend, that is filter. Filter work, we have filter just like we have sorting. The difference between filter and sorting is that instead of arranging them, we only want to see those options under filter. We are only interested in see some filter, a filtered number or group only. For example, I want to filter Adam. I want to see all sales by Adam. Currently, I think it's sorted now. Currently, this is sorting. But when I want to filter, I can just right click and click filter based on this value. And okay, that's all. We have filtered everything. These are all sales from what? From Adam or by Adam. Is that clear? Can you do that, everybody? Can you do that? Go to filter page and filter Adams. Once you get it, type done in chat box. It's as simple as that. Sorting and filtering and sorting are just the same way. And you can filter more than one item also. And you can also filter based on multiple criteria. This button here is called filter button. You can use it to sort. You can use it for sorting, can you see? And you can use it for filtering. When you are filtering, you have this option here called what do you want to filter? Assuming you don't want to filter by name only. You have other option here. You want to filter when something equals to something, when any name that ends in what, anyone that begin with what, or any name that contains this, or does not contain this, or there is a custom filter you want to apply, which means you can do more than one. You can just do more than just picking the names only under filtering. That is one. The same thing with date. You can also filter based on date. And sometimes you can see that after I apply filter, this icon comes up. How do we enable it or disable the icon? When you go to data tab, you can see this icon here. When I click on it, the icon button will go off. So bring it back, go back to this place and just click on filter. The button will also come up. So you can filter here without having to go through right clicking again. I want to see all the housing or all apartments in the North County. You can see all apartments in what? In North County. These are all the apartments there. And you can clear it again by checking all or by click on clear filter from this column. So, and just like we did multiple column sorting, you can also do multiple column filtering also. Let's say I want to filter, I can filter all properties from central. Now we have seen everything from central, but I don't want to see all, I don't need all. I only need one with single family. I'll come here and see remove condo and has okay. So you can see North Central with single family, two columns, two criteria. North Central, single family. These are called multi-layer filtering or multi-level filtering. And you can still go ahead and say, okay, then after this again, we want to see all those ones where the value is greater than 400, where the value, all this one, where the value, we haven't seen 400 here, or where the value is greater than 400 only. We only want to see greater than 400,000. And or, remember, this and or again here, but we don't need that. We only need 400,000. It's okay. We only have two, 549 and 625. Central, single family, and above 400,000. That's a simple way by which you can do filtering. You can also achieve this by using advanced filter. This filtering that we have just done, we have what is called advanced filtering. Is another way. The difference between advanced filter and filter is that with advanced filter, we can have our result in a separate phase instead of filtering on spot. This is the original data that we are playing with. But with advanced filter, we can get our result in a separate phase. How does that work? Advanced filtering. Just like what we did just now. We want to see all areas with central, single family, above 400,000. You come here, you just pick area, Control C, paste it somewhere. Area, type, put it somewhere. Put it, paste somewhere. And list price, let's put it somewhere else. So these are the three headings we have. And okay, here we want, what do we want here? Central. We want central here. Please look at this very well. You are going to do this. I'm going to allow you to do this. Single family under type. And here we have greater than 400,000. Can you do this? Do this now. Go to the page under advanced filter. We want to, the same thing we did on the first page, we want to execute here using advanced filter option. Once you are done, once you are ready with this, then let me know. Then I will now execute that. So I will see how to use advanced filter option. Okay, ready. Step one is ready. Now let's quickly see how to execute this. Please look at my screen this time around. Stop doing anything. This area is a bit technical. Once you get it, you get it. And that's it. Look at my screen. Under the data tab, we have advanced filtering here. Let me see advanced filter. I'm going to click on advanced filter now. Now we have some options here. What we want to do. Number one, it's asking us, are you filtering in place or copy under location? We're going to select copy under location here so that this place can be accessed. If we filter in place, it is just like what we did here to filter this data. If I want to copy the filter, I will check this. Now, the list range, it's asking us for the range. This is the data I want to filter. It has recognized the data. If the data is correct, you leave it. If it's not correct, you remove it and you put your data inside that cell. Make sure you copy the header to it. Then the second one, the second row is what? Criteria. What's our criteria? These are criteria here. That is that. These are criteria. I put the criteria range inside this cell. The third one here is copy to. Copy to where? We want to copy to this place. And hit OK. Let's click OK. Come. Can see the same result that we got here, but we got it in another cell. Let me do it once again. Advanced filtering. Oh, sorry. Let me come back here. Let me delete this. Make clear everything. Okay. Now, I want to sort I want to filter this with this criteria, but I want to filter into another location. And I want to use, and as it is there also, I can copy to another location. If I want to copy something like this, you can copy, Control C and paste. And copy, Control C and paste here. That is it. Or it's not showing. Okay, let me. It's there already. It's just that this place is filtered. So the row 2 and row 3 are already inside there. You get me? And sometimes when you copy, you can copy. Sometimes when you are copying, you can copy the unseen cell. When that happens, what do? We use what is called Control G. And under Control G, you come here and click on visible cell only. Click on this, and you only copy the visible cell for you. Cell that is visible. All the other cell will not copy. So, but with advanced filter, you don't need all those wala. Just go to data tab and pick advanced. The first thing you select is where is your data? Okay, you select where you want to copy to. So not location. Where is the data you want to use? These are data already. No wala. Where's the criteria? You select the criteria. You select the criteria. It can be 3 columns, it can be 4 columns, it can even be 2 rows. You can have central again, central, condo, above, so. You can have more than, you can have 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, as much as you can. And then you want to copy to where? You select a location where you want the result to appear and click OK. That is your result. Can you do it now? Can you do the advanced filter now? Okay, good. Alpha, Mr. Rashid, is it same on your hand? Okay, Rashid done. Sorry, great. Okay, I can see. So that is just a simple way by which you can do that. And if you want it to be between range and range, you can say, okay, you can also copy this, Control C, and this is the okay. Anything 1,000 between less than 300,000, 300,000, and greater than this. Sorry, less than or greater than this. No, it should be greater than 300 or less than 400. If you play this also, it will give you something between 3 and 4. So that just these are the tools by which you can manipulate things. So make sure the header, once the header is correct, Excel will go and find the header there and look for the sub under it and look for tools if you want to. And there's an option here. There's something last one here. Unique value only. We just use that. We use that when you want to remove duplicates. For example, I want to remove duplicate from this column. I can just come here and select this and transfer that. Click on this and unique value only and hit OK. So where I want it to be, I want to remove unique value. So I just click here, hit OK. It will remove duplicate from the names. There's no duplicate again, just one name. one name, Adams, Central, this. Okay, so we have one Adams, but there is no duplicate where the value, wherever the value is the same. Adams is all unique thing on all the unique whatever on the other. So we use that to remove duplicate. So clicking and children, no, this is not giving us anything. It's acting based on this instruction, only this. That is acting based on this. Enter, and that's not unique way. Only want the okay. Let me pick the agent. The agent Control C, and I want to put the agent here. So agent, agent, agent. So and I can come here and say okay, control what's control there. Advanced, we have a copy on that location. We have this correct. We have this okay. This is just the agent. This is agent, and this I want you to copy somewhere here, and the unique record only. Hit OK. So it will give me name, and there will be unique. It's still not working perfectly. It's not working good. It's not working good. It's still like copying the entire data. Okay. Let me open it again. Advanced filter again. There's something wrong somewhere. Advanced filter, put another location, and let me remove all this and remove this. But there should be something is called is actually checking here. Something is checking somewhere. Let's look here and see. See, it's still bringing on the entire data. See, there's something wrong somewhere there. Okay, so let's leave that. Let's come to the next topic, which is a statistical function. Statistical function. So we're going to look at this lesson here. Statistical functions. On statistical functions, we're going to learn some functions there, and statistical functions. There are a lot of functions under statistics. There are plenty functions there. A lot of functions there. We are just going to look at some. There are so many things under this function. We'll just look at some of them, and perhaps let me quickly. I will also introduce you to something here at this point, also called data analysis tools. I will introduce the data analysis tool at this point also. Now, in the first class yesterday, we learned max, mean, and max, mean, maximum function, minimum function, average, and all those things. But sometimes we don't want the maximum. We want to know the second or the third or the fifth. When we don't need the exact third, the highest or the minimum, we use what is called large or small function. And what does large function does? Large function will give us opportunity of selecting what position do we want. For example, look at this number. I want to know the highest number here. I will just use max. But with large function, how can I do the same thing? Equals to large. Now you can see that we have two options, array and constant. The array is this, comma, the constant is what? 1. Close the bracket, enter. The highest is 1. The second highest equals to large, open the bracket, select the array, comma, the second one is 2. Close the bracket. If you want to group them, you have them and you want to group them somewhere, and you don't want to use sorting function, sorting here. What do? You can just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have your numbering here. Then you can come and say equals to large function. Select your array and put your array in F4, so that when you drag it down, it will not shift downward. Comma this, close the bracket, enter, and just drag this down. Can you see that it has you can see the position? It has been arranged by what? By their position. Any position you don't need will not appear. Only the position you need that will show. The same thing applicable to small functions too. Just the opposite of large function, we have small function. Small function can select the array, comma, we have the second, we want to know the second smallest number, hit enter. 120. The first and second are the same thing. Okay, 100 is the highest, second is 120. So just like the large function. Then we have rank function also. Rank function. Rank is used, we have the numbers here. We want to know which position does it hold. Here, we already have the position. We want to get the result. But how do we know what position does 600 hold in this group? What position is 600 in this group? We put to use what? Rank function. Equals to rank. Let's use the normal rank. You can use rank average or rank AQ, anything you like. But let's stay with the normal rank that we have here. So equals to rank. What do you want to rank? You want to rank 600. 600, comma, in the ref. This is the reference, comma, in which order? Ascending or descending order? Let's say in ascending order. And let's close the bracket. Want it in ascending order. That is number 4. 600 is what? Is the 4th in this rank. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 8 and 900 are higher than 600. So 600 is what? Is the 4th number in this rank. Is that clear? Rank function equals to rank. Open the bracket. Rank, regular rank, just a normal rank here. Rank number, select this 600 or 800, comma, in this group, comma, in descending order. If you like, close the bracket, hit enter. That is 2. That is the rank function. So before we move to sum if and this, I quickly want to show you something here called, let's quickly go after this place and use any of this data and quickly expose us to what is called data analysis toolbar. Can you see under my data tab? You can see something here at the extreme right. This is called statistical. It's used for statistical functions, really. This analysis toolbar is for statistics. If you don't have it in your own, no problem. Go to file now. Go to file. Can we do that? Go to file option. Under file, you click on option. That is 2. Number 3, you click on add-in. Can you do that? Are you there now? 1, click on file. When you click on file, click on option, then click on add-in. Under add-in, you see Excel add-in. Click on go. Excel add-in at the bottom. Click on go. Then you see analysis toolpath. Check that box and click OK. If you get it, let me know. And just click OK. It will show, you will see, you will find it under the data tab, data analysis, the toolpath. It does it is used to analyze your data. For example, let's look at this column. Let me select a column, especially column with numbers. That is what you analyze most cases. I select this column called a list price now, and I go back to my data tab. I will just do this one once because we are going to do the summary and this. So I can try anything. Okay, I will go over it again. You can select any of these. Let's just work about descriptive statistics only here. I'll click on this and click OK. So where is the input range? This is the input range. I'm here now. What? And there's label in the first row. Is the column. The output should be on the new page. Okay. Let's put on the new workbook. And summary statistics, or you can leave it out. Just click OK. And you see it has summarized your data for you. The mean, standard deviation, median, all this, minimum number, maximum number, sum, and the rest. That is how to use data analysis toolpath. You can use to calculate correlation. These are the things you can do. You can use it to do. Under statistics, you can use it to what? To do correlation, covariance, smoothness, all these histogram. You can just use it for all the statistical whatsoever. So t-test, all those random sampling. This is for statistics basically. So that tool is also very important. But that's not where we are going. I might just went there. I think I can quickly show you to do that. Now let's quickly move to where we're going, which is summative, countives. We know how to do. In the beginning of the class, we started with a logical function. Oh, sorry, I should go over something. Click on file, click on option. Then you select add-in. Here you see Excel add-in. Click on go. You will see the toolpath here. It's an add-in. Check this box. If you check, it means your check. This box is not checked. You can check this box. If you need solver also, you can check solver. Anything you need, just check it and click OK. Oh, I've removed it now. Before I've unchecked it. You can see that it's no longer on my group. That is just the way to bring it back. So I'm going to let's move to the sum if. So sum if is not part of logical functions because it only returns just one argument. Unlike if this happens, do this. For sum if is just sum based on criteria. It's a statistical function, not logical function. Are you getting me now? Sum if is not logical function, it's just a statistical function that tells you to do this based on a single criteria. No other logic behind that. That is the difference between the sum if as a statistical function and if as a logical function. Now, this our video is long though. Sorry, I forgot to break it at I've broken it at 1 hour. I'm going to manage it like that. Sorry about that. So we have equals to sum if. We want to sum the sales. We want to sum the sales based on banana. Want to see all banana sales. Instead of summing everything, use total summing. You can just sum based on banana. I want to sum banana only. What do? You sum range. These are sum range, comma. What's the criteria? Banana. You can type banana and you can select banana. This thing is covering it, so I'm going to use this one to select it. This is a banana, or you can pick banana from here, or you can type banana. Then the last one is what? The argument range. You have picked the range. The argument, the criteria is banana. The sum range, this is where you have your figure, sum. Close the bracket and hit enter. You only have 3 banana. Sum together, 60 plus 60 plus 60. Again, let me do it again and you do your own. Equals to sum if, put the bracket, select the criteria range. This is the range, comma, but the criteria itself in a cell A53. So you can type A53 here, A53, A53, comma, and the third one is what? The sum range. Then close the bracket, enter. That is just the simple way by which you use summing. Can you try that? Can you try that? Sum if. Sum if it is banana. If you change this one to apple, it will change to apple. Apples. Because we have used that cell. If we type it, it cannot change. But because we pick that cell, anything inside that cell will be calculated. Can you do it? Sum if. Sum if. You done?
Hello.
Done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So
But when I change it to Apple, it's not changing the
check
value.
and maybe you didn't you didn't pick the right maybe you didn't pick the right cell. Look at the cell you pick. What's the name of the cell? The cell
The name
for
of this
criteria.
was
Now,
banana. I usually
you type banana, right? Did you type banana or you pick that cell?
no,
83.
I picked from the fruit. I picked 49 banana.
Because what you pick is A49. So if you change the value here, it doesn't matter because what Excel is looking at is looking for banana in A49. This is what it's looking at. So the value you are changing does not affect the formula. Are you getting me? In my own case,
Okay.
this is the cell I use. That's why when I change this cell, it's calculating based on what is happening in this cell. This is my own criteria. That's why I change it. Are you getting me? My criteria is 83. So if you pick here, it means it's just banana that you're working with. If you want to use apple, you are going to change your criteria here. You pick apple.
Okay. So in other words, do I have to pick a range?
No. Since your range is still correct, you're only changing the criteria, right? You change the criteria to apple, and that is it. Your criteria is you only change the criteria to apple. That's all.
Okay.
Just change criteria to apple. Even this one is not even responding to me. Let me pick it here on the screen. I can pick apple from here. What is happening? Okay. Oh, it's no longer formula. I've removed something from there. This apple, comma, some range. So when I pick something like this, now I pick something from here, apple. It means Excel is not looking at this cell. It's only looking at this cell here. Are you getting me? So when I close this and hit enter, it's only looking at that cell. This cell is what it's looking at.
Yeah.
So if I change anything from here, it does not understand my language. If I change to lemon, it doesn't care what I'm changing. It doesn't care. That's the way it works. Okay, let's look at this one now. Just like what we did under here. Sometimes we need more than one criteria. Remember when we are doing sorting and filtering, we sorted based on 2 columns. We want to sort banana. We want to sum all bananas that fall under lady finger or lady finger. Bananas under what? That are lady finger type. That's what we want to sum. That is when you have more than one criteria, we use some ifs. Some ifs. Let me use this way so that we can pick this correctly. Equals to some ifs. Open the bracket. What is sum range? The sum range is the value. You select the value, comma. The criteria range 1, this is our first range 1. Our first criteria range 1 is comma. What's the criteria? The next thing is asking for what? Criteria range 2. Sorry. Criteria range 2 is what it's asking for. Let me select the range 2, comma. What's the second criteria? This. If you have more than 2 criteria, you pick the criteria range and you pick the criteria. Close the bracket and hit enter. Now we have just 60 as what? As the banana lady finger. Let's check it. You have 3 bananas. This is Cavendish. This is lady finger. And this is Cavendish. We're only working with what? With lady. We're only working with what? With the banana lady finger. We're only working with what? Banana lady finger. That is how some ifs work. The same thing applicable to average if. Average if works exactly the same way. Equals to average if, average if, average if. What do you have? Range, comma. What follows? Criteria. Repeat criteria, comma. What is the average range? Average range instead of some range. Just change the name only. Average range. And here, instead of having some range, we have average ifs also. Average ifs. The average range, this is the average range, comma. The criteria range 1 is, comma. The criteria is there. Range 2 is there. Criteria is there. Then close the bracket to get it. Then the third one, the third family member is count if. This is the simplest because you don't solve anything, just count only. If you just go straight to the place and count banana, equals to count if. Count if. What's the range? This is the range, comma. What do you want to count? Banana. Count banana and close the bracket. 3. Just count. No sum if. Just the range and criteria. The same thing applicable to this. Okay, equals to count it. count if, criteria range 1, this is range 1, what is the criteria? Banana. Range 2, criteria range 2, select it, okay, comma. What is the criteria? Lady finger. That is the only thing you do under what? Count it. So we have count it, and we have count it. Hit enter, that is 1. We only have 1. One banana lady finger. So let's quickly look at this small task here. How many break shoe has been bought? We have item, we have date, we have cost. How many break shoes have been bought? How do you count? How do you do it? Is it to count or sum to count to get how many? Count. Count if this comma equals to break, then close the bracket, enter. We have two breaks. Two breaks are bought 2 times. How many tires have been bought? The same way. How many items cost $100 and above? Okay. Equals to how many items? Equals to count if this is the price now. Count if the range. And what's the criteria? Greater than, put in double quotes, greater than 100. Greater than or equals to 100. Close the double quote again and enter. We have 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is how the count if and sum if work. So finally, this is your assignment. I want you to try this out. The assignment is you have this data here. Find the total units that was sold in each region. Find the total units that was sold in each region. Is it count if or sum if? Total units that was sold. This is the unit column. This is the region column. Each unit in it. Is it count if or sum if?
Sum if.
I'm going to use sum if to get total. Exactly. Sum if. What was the revenue generated from binder? Revenue from binder. That is also sum if. What is the total revenue from central region where the item is pencil? 2 things, 3 things now. Revenue from region where the item is pencil. That is what? That is sum ifs.
Sum if.
Exactly. Sum ifs. Because now we are going to make sure that we are going to check all the region. And when we check the east region or central region, we will now go and look for what? Binder or pencil. This binder or pencil that we have there, where the item is pencil. How many units were sold by a state representative where the cost of each item was greater than 4? We want to check how many units were sold by Jones. There's a guy called Jones there. And where the quantity is greater than each item, where the cost is greater than 4. We have to come here again. So that is a 2 column also. 2 columns. But how many quantity now? It's sum again. We're going to sum because how many quantities? We're going to sum the quantity you need together and so on and so forth. So just go through it and try to submit that assignment. I think to this we get to the end of today's class. So do you have any question before we call the class off? Any question?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I have a question with this filter page, this advanced filter page. Or
Okay.
was it?
Okay. Right.
That other one that we had to do the advanced filter was not giving me any value. and I think it has to do with the version of my Excel, because on my own the version of my Excel does not have file, so I was not able to include the data analysis profile there.
Are you using online Excel?
No, I have a 97 2003 Excel.
I will not talk. I will not talk. No one. I will not talk. No one.
I'll try to get the 365 and
no problem.
upgrade that.
And try it. Yeah. Okay. No
Yes,
one.
and also for the custom sorts.
Okay.
I think
Custom list.
there
For
was
which one?
the logical on the logical worksheet. The one we had to do after the nested if.
Ifs.
The sum ifs. It was
Ifs,
just bringing me back. It's bringing back hash name question mark, and
yes,
I have
now.
all the parameters. Yeah,
Yes, now.
and I
You
have
cannot get it.
everything.
Anything.
Yes.
From 2016 and below. 2016 and
Okay.
below, cannot do ifs.
Okay, because I have the formula and everything there. That's what I pasted on the chat now,
It's the
but it's
pattern
not
of
giving
Excel.
me. So
It's the
yeah,
pattern of
I'll upgrade it.
it.
I'll upgrade it, and I think I have Excel 365 here.
It's the pattern that is affecting it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your day. Or I wish. So, like I said earlier, we will discuss in the group and
Okay.
see how the time. We look at the timing that we all have. Let's look at the timing together. Both three of you, yourself, Shield, and Mr. Olabode. So we look at the time together. See how far we can